everybody. Today we're here at Stokes Mazda. We're going to be taking a look at the 2017 Mazda CX5 Grand Touring. And I picked this vehicle because, first of all, it's got a really unique interior color that matches up well with the exterior. And also, it's just a beautiful vehicle. And they got some great deals on Mazda CX5s right now for 2017 if you're in the market for a car like this. Now, the CX5 is a little bit smaller than the CX9, so they kind of consider this as a crossover type vehicle. And it's got plenty of room, beautiful styling, and a lot of y'all online really do seem to like the CX5 a whole lot. You know, first off, the front end on this car, take a look at this grille. I mean, is that not sporty or what? It's just got a really beautiful look about it. The headlights look great. They're all LED. You have LED fog lights down in the bottom bumper there, and it's just a great car. It's got around 187 horsepower and 185 foot-pounds of torque. So plenty of power, front-wheel drive. You can get it with all-wheel drive if that's something you're looking for. Let's take a look at the alloy wheels. Pretty sporty looking wheel. It's a 225/55 series tire. And those are Toyo tires with a 19-inch rim. So pretty big wheel there. I mean, 19s, right? Those are good size. And we do got nitrogen in the tires as well. And they seem to do that on about every car here at Stokes Mazda when you're buying new. They put nitrogen in the tires. Gets 31 on the highway, 27 average combined on fuel economy. The rear looks nice. Got a nice stance to it. Sure does. So that's looking pretty good. Dual exhaust. We're excited to see the 2018s when they come in. I don't think they've made it just yet to the dealership, but there shouldn't be a whole lot of changes from 2017 to 2018. Again, this is pretty much a new body style on the CX5 for Mazda. Now, we got a bunch of stuff back here from the football game this past weekend, but one reason I didn't take it out just yet is because I wanted to show you really all the room you got in the back of here. You know, first off, you can fit a big old tent in the back of here. You can lay those seats down. They really sit nice and flat there. So as you can see here, a ton of rear cargo space on the CX5. I mean, you can get a bunch of stuff back there, and that's not even fully loaded up. I mean, you can get a ton more space. I like this little cover here, which is nice, kind of keeps things covered up so nobody can see in the back of your trunk area. You got power tailgate feature, another great feature on this car. Then you also got your backup camera, so that's looking pretty sweet too. Let's take a look at the front interior. So let's take a look at it. I love how the door panel is set up. Mazda does a great job of kind of contrasting your colors on the interior. Got that almost white colored leather right there with the black. Got a little wood trim going on here. Bose stereo system, looking nice. And this is what I was talking about. I mean, with the white exterior, look at that. I mean, is that not a good looking interior seat? Now, I would say if you got kids, probably not the best color to get on the inside, just because, you know, it's going to be a little bit harder to keep clean. But anyways, let's see what the actual color is on this. Let me look at the Moroni label here for just a second. Snowflake white pearl on the exterior. Okay, they call it parchment. That's the color, parchment. You do got power seats, power lumbar support, all that good stuff. Leather wrapped steering wheel. One thing I like about Mazda is they actually put real leather interior in their cars. They don't use leatherette like our competitor Volkswagen. Let's take a look at the dash here. You know, I like how the screen's set up. It's not, you know, if you notice on the older versions of the CX5, the screen was a little bit taller. This one's a little bit lower and a little bit wider. Got an LCD screen right there. Leather wrapped steering wheel. You got all your safety features on here, which is nice. Bluetooth cell phone system, adaptive cruise control. Leather kind of wrapped up with the stitching up onto the dash, which is nice. Start stop engine button. The black on the inside looks really clean with the chrome, and then there's your command center right there to control that nav screen. Very clean car. Let's take a look up top. There's your sunroof. Okay, so that's nice. Let me show you something in the back real quick. A little tough to see, but there is actually rear air vents back here, which is another great feature to have for the kids sitting in the back. I mean, you definitely want air to kind of keep them cool. But yeah, as you can see with those seats down, you got a ton of cargo space in the back of the Mazda CX-5. A lot of room back here, that's for sure. Let's take a quick look in the front, see what we got going on here. Let's check out the backup camera, see what we got. Put it in reverse. There's your camera right there. Just one camera view for the most part. You got your guidelines. The Bose stereo system's nice. Got the tweeters here, component set from the speaker down there, the tweets up there, you know, home link, all that good stuff. Sunglass holders up top. So very nice interior. Let's take a look at the headroom. So as you can see, headroom is great inside the CX5. I'm 6'1" in height, and there's plenty of room. Let me close this door for a second. Now, also sound deadening's great. We had an airplane just flying over, which was pretty loud out there, and as soon as I closed the door, I couldn't hear it anymore. So that's nice. The sound deadening is good. That's always important, isn't it? I mean, if you're gonna buy a car, don't you want it to be nice and quiet on the interior cabin so you don't have to hear everything going on outside? But yeah, headroom's great. Look at that. Plenty of room. You know, the sunroof definitely helps out a little bit on headroom, you know, if you're a little bit taller. But as you can see, even with the sunroof closed, still tons of headroom. I mean, it doesn't change really at all. So that's pretty good. I'm liking that. And the room in the back, can't really demonstrate that right this second, but let me see if I can get this stuff out, and then we'll demonstrate the rear legroom in just a minute. All right, everybody, let's take a look at rear legroom in the back of the CX5. This is one thing we don't do as often as we should, and some of y'all online started asking, hey, can we check out the rear legroom and stuff like that? So that's what we're doing today, and that's kind of one reason also why I'm refilming the CX5 walk around today, so you can see the rear legroom. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop in. I got the seats set up in the front to where, you know, where I would sit and drive. Again, I'm about 6'1", and let's go ahead and have a look. So as you can see, legroom is fine. I mean, unless you're 6'5" or something like that, or, you know, really extremely tall, then you're going to be, you know, legs are going to be touching the back of the seat. But 6'2", you know, somewhere under there, you're good to go in the back. And again, you know, if you had someone a little bit shorter driving up front, you'd have a lot more leg room. But again, with a guy or a girl that's 6 foot tall in the front and have me sitting in the back, I'm just fine. There's plenty of room back here, right there. Let's take a look at headroom real quickly and see how that is. So headroom's just fine too. You know, you saw in the front the headroom was fine, and in the back it's just as good. Mazdas and most cars nowadays, the way they design the roof lines up here, as it gets back to where the headroom part is at, they really start kind of moving it up a little higher. So Mazda's done a great job on that, and there's plenty of headroom in the back of the CX5. So that's a good thing. In the back as well, right here, that's where your cup holders are at. I like how they've added this little spot here to throw things in, and I like how it's got 2 USB ports right there that are 2.1 volts, which is nice. So 2 USBs there. That's pretty good. That's a good spot for USB ports. It really is, because, you know, if your kids are in the back and they're plugged up right there, it's a little bit better than having cords coming out from up here and trying to get over here and all that, okay? So, and I also like that it's got rear air. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I look at a lot of CUVs on the market, and some of them don't have rear air vents in the back. So again, that's really nice to have. This is good here with the pouches. You got little handles, spots to throw your you know, your dress shirts right there, or your jacket. You can hang those up. And I like how the back of the seat is black and the front is parchment. That's kind of nice. It's a nice contrast. And also, you know, if this parchment color was right here and you had a pair of jeans on, you know, we all know jeans can dye seats sometimes. I had a customer when I worked at the Acura store. She came in, she bought a car from me, and she came in several months later, and she was upset because her jeans were staining her tan colored seats up front. And I mean, this was, you know, she had to get all new seat covers put on the car. So yeah, jeans can stain your seats. I mean, I don't know if it was the car manufacturer's fault that was happening, but maybe switch brands of jeans. I really don't know. But again, if your knees were rubbing on here with a pair of jeans, it might discolor that whitish colored parchment interior. So it's nice to have that black on the backside, and I think that may be one of the reasons why Mazda did that. All right, here's something that's kind of interesting that I just noticed on this car. It's a little different. You know, a lot of manufacturers, see this right here, this little cargo cover? Look how this thing, it plugs in to right up here. You know, a lot of cars nowadays, they just kind of, they come this way, and when you open up, you got that little cargo cover right there. Mazda has really kind of got a little unique here and made it go like that. So when you open up, it's not in the way at all. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Another thing I noticed too, watch this. I mean, watch how fast this happens. You can do this lever right here to do the middle. And then this one, I mean, look at that. It drops them down just like that. I mean, that's pretty sweet. So, I mean, just literally, boom, you don't have to walk back around and push it forward. And again, when you're at Lowe's or Home Depot and you're loading stuff into the back of the vehicle, it makes it nice. It makes your time a little bit quicker, not having to walk around and push it down a little bit farther. Now, I know that one didn't go down all the way, but that's due to the seat belt being right there. And it's pretty easy to push back up. I mean, look at that. So that's nice. Beautiful interior, though. I'm really liking this interior color. This is great. All right, everybody, thanks for watching this walk-around video on the 2017 CX5 Grand Touring. If you're in the market for a CX5, come on down and see us at Stokes Mazda, located in North Charleston on Ashley Phosphate Road. I mean, hey, you don't have to live here in Charleston to buy a car from us. If you live in North Carolina, Texas, wherever you're at, I mean, just give us a call. We don't mind working with you and getting you a great deal. If you enjoy watching some of my videos, I mean, hey, give us a shot. We'd love to earn your business. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.